had a good weekend. For today's class, we are going to need 2 blocks or 1 block and a strap, and then you're just going to put that aside. So in the last couple of classes, we've briefly been talking about the 8 limbs of yoga. So we are still on the yamas, which are our universal moral code. So we briefly touched on the first 2 of those. The third one is asteya, which is non-stealing. So obviously we don't steal from others, but in terms of yoga, what it asks of us is that we only take what is offered and only use the energy that we need. So we always want to contribute positively to the energy around us and the energy of others. Okay, so just keep that in mind when we are doing our class today. Today we are going to start by lying down. So I want you to lie down like you are lying down in Shavasana. So you can lie comfortably lying down. I'm going to sit up just to do the breathing with you. Okay, so once you are lying down nice and comfortably, the palms are facing the ceiling, the arms are a little bit away from the body, and your body is now relaxed. You're not holding any tension anywhere. You're just going to briefly close your eyes. Not briefly, gently close your eyes. Just take a couple of moments to center your breath. Release your body of all the negative energy and tension that it has stored. And then we can start by exhaling all the stale air in the lungs. And then inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale, pause, exhale, inhale, pause, exhale, inhale, pause, exhale, inhale, pause, exhale, and then inhale to the count of 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, pause. And you can continue breathing at your own pace while I read what we're going to do today. Today we will be focusing on twists. Twisting poses help restore the spine's natural range of motion, cleanse organs, and stimulate circulation. Twists not only improve digestion and detox your system, they reduce back pain and are a great tool to de-stress. They open up the shoulders, chest, and back, and allowing fresh blood to circulate. And I thought for today, life has many twists and turns, and sometimes what looks like a very bad day can just be clearing the way for good things to come. And then keeping your eyes gently closed, you're going to place one hand onto the heart and the other hand just above the belly button. Inhale confidence, part the lips and sigh out doubt. Inhale courage, part the lips and exhale fear. Inhale the future, part the lips and exhale the past. Inhale love, part the lips and exhale hate. Inhale positivity, part the lips and exhale anything negative. And then you can slowly open your eyes, hug the knees into the chest for a moment, just gently. And then stretching the right leg out. You're keeping the left knee into the chest, hug it in with both hands over the knee. Taking the right hand across the knee and bringing the left leg or the left knee over the body. So you're coming a little bit onto the hip here, the right hip. Bringing the left arm out to the side, and then you can gently look over to the left. So this is a supine twist. Nice gentle twist for the spine. And then rolling over onto your back again, hugging both knees into the chest. And then we're going to go across to the other side. So stretching out the left leg, hugging the right knee into the chest. Taking the left hand over the right knee and stretching it across the body. The right arm is going to go out and you're going to look over the right shoulder. So a gentle twist here. And then bringing the knee, or coming rather onto the back, hugging the knees into the chest again. And then bringing the soles of the feet down. You're just going to roll over onto the right for a moment. And then come to a seated position. Okay, so you're going to sit cross-legged. Okay, so you're going to make sure that the spine is nice and straight. The shoulders are lifted, or the shoulders are back rather, the sternum is lifted. Bringing the palms, fingertips beside you. Okay, inhale, exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, as you're bringing the left hand down, the right arm is going over the head, so we're giving the neck a little stretch. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, stretching up to the ceiling and across to the other side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, stretching up to the ceiling. I want you to feel the sides of the body stretching as you are folding forward at the waist, placing the hands down onto the mat ahead of you, walking the fingertips as far as you can before you have an extra stretch, and then release tension in the neck. So it's a lovely stretch to the lower back and over the hips. And then walking the hands over to the right, releasing tension in the neck. And then to the center and across to the left. And then to the center. And walking the hands back up. Okay, Okay, we're going to come into the base of Sushasana, or our headstand. Now, the warnings, please do not do this if you have got any eye pressure problems, glaucoma, detached retina, or if you have got high blood pressure that is not under control. If you have either of those, you can lie with the legs up the wall. Okay, you'll receive the same benefits. And with that, the benefits are enormous. So one of them is obviously getting fresh blood to the brain, or fresh circulation of blood, which will help with your sleep, with insomnia. It will help with memory and the focus, and also with your vitality. And not only that, there are of course many other benefits. It's also exhilarating, so it is good to do in the beginning of the class because the body is still fresh and the nerves are undisturbed. So that is why we always do it in the beginning. Okay, so if you're going to be doing the head balance or the base, we will do it together. Otherwise, please go with your legs up the wall. Okay, so just tuck in a little bit. You are on all fours. Okay, and you are going to take the forearms down onto the mat, grabbing hold of your triceps. Now this is the distance that you want to keep the elbows at. The base is very important because we are going to be protecting the cervical vertebra here, or the neck. Okay, and then you're bringing palm to palm, tucking or interlacing the fingers and tucking the baby finger under. The thumbs are going to be together, and you are pushing the thumbs back. This is the base. Now have a look at your elbows. Your elbows do not need to move when your head goes down into the apex. Okay. So you are going to place the crown of your head onto the apex, or into the apex of the triangle that you've created. Okay. So between every movement, pause and take a breath. Okay, it's not a fast action this. Every movement is deliberate. Okay, placing the crown into the apex of the triangle you've created, digging in the toes, and lifting the tailbone up. Okay, so it doesn't matter how far away your legs are. What I want you to do is feel that you are taking 80% of the weight onto the shoulders and only 20 onto the head. Okay, so you are bracing the shoulders, working down into the elbows, into the arms, and then you can walk the feet as close as you can. Okay, and we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Eventually the feet will come closer to the head and they will lift off. Okay, so just spend a couple of breaths upside down. And if you've had enough, you can come down into child's pose. Okay, when you've had your few breaths in child's pose, you are going to come back onto all fours. Okay, you're going to walk the hands one space ahead, digging in the toes, and coming into a down dog. Okay, so your hamstrings might feel a little bit tight. You can pedal the feet, bringing some movement into the hamstrings. So you might have felt that your hamstrings are a little bit tight when you were doing the Sushasana base. Okay, with the down dog, you want to make sure that the heels are neatly tucked behind the feet. Okay, so when you're looking through, you don't see the heels, and the weight distribution on the hands is even. You're sending the energy to the back of the mat. So you're pushing the chest forwards, rotating the shoulders, releasing tension in your neck. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Coming onto your toes, bending the knees, and closing the space between the chest and the abdomen and the thighs. Okay, you're really lifting that tailbone up. And then keeping the torso where it is, you then gently bringing the heels down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can walk the hands towards the feet. We're coming into ragdoll, so you are going to have big toes in, heels are out. You can bend the knees as you release tension in the upper body, the neck, the shoulders. You can grab hold of your elbows. And you can gently sway. You can do whatever feels good. Nod your head yes, and no, and yes, and no. And then straighten out the feet, release the hands, and you're going to roll up to a standing position, vertebra by vertebra, with your head the last thing to pop up, and that is so that you do not get dizzy. Okay, cool. So we are going to come into Surya Namaskar, which is our salute to the suns. This is also very energizing for the body and gets all the muscles nice and warmed up. Okay, so you're going to be standing into the front of your mat. And remember, the feet are together. You're feeling the energy draw up the shins, up the kneecaps, up the thighs, tucking the tailbone under, drawing the belly button in. The shoulders are away from the ears and the sternum is lifted. You are working into every part of your body. Your fingertips are vital. You are now strong and balanced in Tadasana, rooted into Mother Earth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to come onto the toes, seeing what the balance is like for today, and then replace. And then placing the toes down, starting at the baby toe, ending at the big toe. And you can do that again. And then bringing your hands into Namaste. Inhale, and as you exhale, you are folding forward at the waist, bringing the hands down above the knees. So I'm just going to move to the front of my mat. Okay, your spine is nice and straight here. So you don't want to go into a banana back. So you still want to be working into the abdominals as your spine is nice and straight. Extra stretch looking forwards. And then bring your hands down onto the mat or fingertips ahead of you. Extra stretch looking forwards. And you walk your hands to either side of the ankles, grabbing hold of your ankles. You can micro bend the knees here as you tuck in or Uttanasana. Bend the knees, plant the hands, stepping the right foot back and dropping onto the knee. Okay, we are going to come lifting our torso up. So you can untuck the back toe. Okay, we're going to come into a twist here. So it's a nice gentle twist. Inhale, reaching those arms up. So we are not going into a lunge here. You're going to take the right hand onto the left knee and then bringing the left hand into the waist. Now we're just going to have a gentle twist here. So you're going to use your hand against the knee to twist. Okay, so you twist and you're looking over the back shoulder. Okay, inhale, exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, you can look over the front, and then you can release the hands down on either side of the front foot, front to meet the back, coming into extended child. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're rolling the shoulders over the wrists as you are bringing the elbows towards the body, and then the chest is going to be lowered just above the mat, okay, like this, and then onto the tummy and into baby cobra. So you're lifting the hands just above the chest, the toes are firmly planted on the mat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, planting the hands down alongside the chest as you are coming into an extended child. Inhale, and as you exhale, coming onto all fours, stepping the left foot in between the hands, and we're going to come into a low lunge here briefly, so you can tuck the toes under, just lunging into the front leg, digging in the toes, and then back to meet the front as you are tucking in Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up over the head, and hands into Namaste. Okay, so you're back at the front of the mat. Let's do the same to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale as you're folding forwards, placing your hands onto the mat ahead of you. Extra stretch, looking forwards as you tuck in Uttanasana. Bend the knees, plant the hands, stepping the left foot back and dropping onto the knee of that foot. Untucking the toes and lifting the torso up. Okay, so find your balance here. We're not lunging into the front leg. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale as we are bringing the left hand onto the right knee. The right hand is going into the waist. Using your leg and the hip as a lever to twist. Whoopsie, it's a bit wobbly. And look over the back shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, looking over the front, and then you can bring the hands down onto the mat on the other side of the front foot, and then coming into extended child. Inhale, and as you exhale, you are bringing the shoulders over the wrists, bending the elbows towards the body as you're bringing the chest down onto the tummy and into baby cobra. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, placing the hands down alongside the chest and sliding back into an extended child. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, coming onto all fours, bringing the right foot in between the hands, tucking in the toes as you are lunging just briefly into the front leg, and then lifting the knee up, back to meet the front, tucking in Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up over the head, and hands into Namaste. Okay, we're going to do another 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar. This time, you do have the option to repeat what we've just done. Okay, otherwise we're going to add in a few other variations. Okay, hands into Namaste. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale as you're folding forwards, placing the fingertips onto the mat ahead of you. Extra stretch, looking forwards as you tuck in Uttanasana. Bend the knees, plant the hands, stepping the right foot back. Dropping onto the knee. Okay. We are coming into a lunge here, so you can keep the toes tucked under. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale as you are lunging into the front leg. Okay. Joining palm to palm and bringing the hands into Namaste in front of the heart center. We are twisting to take the right elbow onto the left knee. Okay? Right. And then twisting so that the thumbs are eventually in line with the heart center. If this is as far as you're going, that's cool. If you would like to dig in the toes of the back foot to make it a little bit harder, then you are going to do that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, dropping down onto that knee, bringing the hands in front, and you're going to take the front leg to meet the back, coming into plank. Okay. or you can go knees, chest. Otherwise, we're in plank for a moment. Inhale, exhale, inhale, dropping the knees down, bringing the elbows towards the body as you are bringing the chest down to hover. And then onto the tummy into baby cobra. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, you're planting the hands down, digging in the toes, using your abdominals and coming into a down dog. So down dog or Adho Mukha Svanasana are relief postures. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale you can come onto your toes, look towards the front of the mat, creating space, bringing the foot in between the hands or shuffling it forwards and then back to meet the front, tucking in Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up over the head and hands into Namaste. Okay, everybody awake, alert and alive. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reaching those arms up. Exhale as you're folding forwards. Placing the fingertips ahead of you. Extra stretch, looking forwards. As you tuck in, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, plant the hands, stepping the left foot back. Dropping onto the knee of the left foot and bringing the torso up. Inhale, reaching those arms up as you are lunging forwards. Inhale, exhale, joining palm to palm and bringing your hands down into Namaste. Inhale, and as you exhale, taking the left elbow onto the right knee as we are twisting. Bringing the thumbs in front of the chest. If you would like to stay here, that's fine. Otherwise, digging in the toes of the back foot and lifting the knee up, coming into a twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, placing the knee down, bringing the hands down alongside the front foot. And you're going to bring the front foot to meet the back, coming into a plank. But if you would prefer to stay on all fours, that's fine. So do whichever version that you're comfortable with. Okay, inhale, and as you exhale, drop into the knees, elbows towards the body as you're hovering. And then coming down onto your tummy into baby cobra. Inhale, and as you exhale, digging in the toes, and you're going to come into a down dog. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, coming onto your toes, creating space, looking towards the front of the mat as you are bringing the left foot in between the hands, and then back to meet the front, tucking in Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up over the head and hands into Namaste. Okay, cool. We are going to stay where you are at the front of the mat. You're not going into the middle of your mat just yet. You're just going to widen the feet slightly. Okay. Inhale, reaching those arms up, coming into Namaste as you are folding forwards. Placing your hands down or the fingertips. Okay. You're going to take the weight onto the right leg. So just briefly bend the right leg. Bringing the left leg over. Okay. So now you're going to straighten the right leg and bending the left leg. Okay. So I'll come up so you can just see my legs. The right leg is straight. The left leg is now bent. Okay. And then just release tension in the neck. So you'll feel a big pull up the hamstrings, up the buttocks. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can bring the left foot back. Okay. Just release tension in the neck for a moment. And then across to the other side. So you're taking the right foot over the left. So the right leg is now bent, the left leg is straight. And then releasing tension. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, uncross the legs, okay, bringing the thumbs into the bony part of the spine and come to a standing position. Okay, cool. We are going to need our blocks on the back corners of our mats. Okay, and then you're coming to the center. So two poses of primary importance are Utthita Parsvakonasana and Utthita Trikonasana. So those are very good for building our lung capacity. Okay, so we are standing at the middle of the mat. Fingertips together as you are stepping your feet out to where you feel comfortable or the inner leg length, and then stretching the fingertips out. Okay, turning on the ball of the right foot to 90 and the heel of the back foot to 60. Checking your alignment. Front foot is bisecting the back foot. Okay, so we're going to come into Utthita Trikonasana first. So we create space underneath the armpit as you are reaching forwards, 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 forwards. Bringing your hand either above the knee or below the knee, never on the knee. Okay, and then the opposite hand is going to go into the waist for a moment. Checking your alignment. Second toe, thumb and shoulder in a straight line as you revolve that shoulder backwards, opening up that rib cage. If you would like to take it a step further, bringing the arm up. If you would like to, you can look up towards the hand if you don't have any neck problems. Otherwise, just look forward. So you don't want your head to be hanging. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, up you come. Okay, so we're not straightening out the legs here, or we're not going to the front. Inhale, and as you exhale, you are bending into the right leg, warrior two, just for a moment, and then you are dipping forwards, bringing the right elbow onto the right knee. Again, you are going to bring the left arm around, seeing if you can grab hold of your thigh. So this, you are opening up the chest here. Okay, inhale, exhale. If you would like to take it a step further, you are going to grab hold of your block and bring it to the outside of the ankle. Okay, so that's the option with this arm. If you want to, you can keep your elbow onto the knee. As long as you're not hanging out here, you are actively working into the elbow, into the shoulder. Then you can leave your arm here. Otherwise, it's on the block behind the ankle, and you are stretching the arm out. We want to have a straight line from fingertip to ankle. The ear is parallel to the arm, and the chin is tucked in. Inhale. This is Utthita Parsvakonasana. Inhale. Exhale. If you've got your elbow on your knee, then this is what it's looking like. Inhale. And as you exhale, up you come with control into warrior two. Straighten that leg out and bringing the arm down. Okay, then you can bring feet together. Cool. And let's do the same to the other side. Okay, fingertips together. Stepping the feet out. Stretching out into fingertips as you turn on the ball of the left foot to 90 and the heel of the back foot to 60. Checking your alignment. Front foot is bisecting the back. Inhale, and as you exhale, create space under that armpit as you are reaching forwards, forwards, forwards. Bringing the hand either on the shin or above the knee, never on the knee. Opposite hand is going into the waist. Checking your alignment. Second toe, thumb, shoulder in a straight line. Revolve the shoulder open. Inhale, and as you exhale, bringing the arm up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, up you come, bending into that left knee for a moment as you are dipping forwards, placing your elbow onto the knee, using the opposite arm to come around, using it as a lever to open up that chest. Okay, so remember your options. You're either keeping your elbow on your knee, or you're grabbing hold of your block. The block is behind the ankle, and bringing your arm out over the head and lunging into that leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, coming into whoopsie warrior two. My balance is a bit shot today. Straightening that leg out and bringing the arms down. Okay, cool. And then you can come to standing. I'm actually going to do it facing sideways. Okay, so you're standing with your, come to the back of the mat because we're going to go into down dog. So you're going to stand with the feet hip distance apart. Thumbs on into the bony part of the spine. Inhale, opening up that chest. Exhale as you're folding forward at the waist. If you have any eye pressure problems, this is where you're going to stay. Okay? And if you do not have any of those issues, you are going to bring the hands down onto the mat. Extra stretch looking forwards. And then grabbing hold of your big toe with the forefinger and thumb, pressing down on the big toes with your thumbs, widening at the elbows, releasing tension in the neck. So you can micro bend the knees here. This is Padangusthasana. It is a relief posture for standing poses, so we do spend a couple of breaths here. And then you can release the hands from the toes. And then walking the hands forwards until you're coming into a down dog, just for a moment. And then coming down on wide knees, big toes together as you are stretching forwards onto fingertips. And then walking the hands back, placing one hand on top of the other, forward onto hands. And then you can stretch forwards onto fingertips. Walking the hands back, back, back. And then you can come down to lying down on your back. You're going to need your strap. Remove those blocks. Okay, you're going to need the strap. We're going to come into Supta Padangusthasana. So you are creating a loop with the strap and taking it into the right leg. If you do not have a back problem, you can stretch out the opposite leg. But if you are doing that, make sure that you are working into the toes, no floppy feet, and stretching out that leg. So you want to have your leg nice and straight. So you're stretching out the hamstrings. On every exhalation, you're bringing the head close, or the feet, the leg closer to the head, not the other way around. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale to your maximum, and then grabbing hold of the straps. On the next exhalation, you're going to lift the head and shoulders off the mat, trying to kiss the knee. Okay, inhale, and as you exhale, lifting up, using your abdominals. Inhale, exhale, and replace. Taking the strap into the right hand, the left hand is going into the waist. And with control, you are lowering that leg out, opening up the hip flexor. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, up and over. So very important counter stress stretch for releasing trapped nerves. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale to the center, letting go of the strap, bringing the knees back up and placing the strap around the left leg and bringing that leg up. Again, if you don't have a back problem, you can straighten out the opposite leg, otherwise you're keeping the knee bent. Okay, and every exhalation you are bringing the leg or the foot closer to the top of the mat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale to your maximum, and then lifting head and shoulders off the mat, trying to kiss the knee, using your abdominals, and replace. Taking the strap into the left hand. The right hand is going onto the hip as you are lowering the leg out. I've got the wall here, so of course your leg is going to go a little bit more than mine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale, up and over for the counter stretch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and as you exhale to the center, you can let go of the straps, hug the knees into the chest, rock from side to side, and then you can place the feet down. Okay, we're going to do some abdominal work here. You are going to take the left leg over the right, okay, and then bringing the legs up. So this is eagle legs, so you want to have the shins parallel to the mat, okay, you're working into the toes. Bringing palm on palm and then pressing into the knee. So what we're going to do here is we're going to push the knee away, but you are using your abdominals. So you are trying to imagine bringing the belly button to the spine, pressing against the spine. Okay, so you can make this as easy or as hard as you wish. Okay. Are we ready? Working into the toes. Ready? And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can hug the knees into the chest. So it's very effective if you are really working at it. And then let's do the other side. The right leg goes across the left. Bringing the feet up, working into the feet and bringing palm to palm on the knee. Flattening that back. Ready, inhale, and as you exhale, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Hug the knees into the chest. Okay, and then we are going to do heel drops or heel taps. Okay, so you grab and hold of your knees. At the same time, you are going to try and flatten that lower back. Okay, so the same abdominal exercise, but this time you drop the right heel down. 1. So you are using your abdominals here, and then left. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, we'll go for 10, 4, 4, so remember to push that belly button down, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, and hug the knees into the chest. And then come into happy baby pose, grabbing the hold of the outside of the feet as you are rocking. So do whatever feels good for you. You can stretch the legs out, roll around. And then you're going to bring the knees into the chest. We're going to rock and roll on our spine 10 times until we're at a seated position. Okay, so you're really rocking and rolling, getting that prana, the life force, running through your spinal column, your spinal vertebra. Anti-aging, so give it an extra rock. Okay, cool. And then when you're at a seated position, we are going to be sitting cross-legged. Okay, so we're going to come into a twist called Marichasana. Okay, so we are going to start in Dandasana. So you are straightening the legs out, removing the trapped flesh from behind your buttocks. So you're working into the baby toe side of your feet, and the hands are next to you. The spine is nice and straight. The sternum is lifted. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, you are going to keep the left leg straight and bending the right leg. Okay, so bringing the heels close to the perineum as you can. This is where you might need your strap. And we are going to inhale, reaching those arms up. Exhale as you are stretching forwards, taking the right hand towards the big toe. The left hand you're going to keep down to the side for the moment. As you rotate into the wrist, into the elbow, bringing the elbow around your knee. The other hand is going around. Okay, and if you can, you are going to join your hands together, fingertips together. If you can't reach the fingertips, this is where you grab hold of the strap. Okay, and then you are, so this is a nice open twist. Okay, for now, inhale and then exhale. You are bringing the left shoulder down, so you want to have the hips level and you want to have the shoulders level. Okay, so you are bringing the head down. Okay, so let me do it from here so you can see my hands. Okay, so if they are clasping together, you are reaching there. If not, you are grabbing hold of the strap. All right, and then folding forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can release, stretching those legs out. And we'll go to the other side. So you are bringing the left heels close to the perineum as you can. Remember to be working into the baby toe side of the foot. Okay. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale as you are bringing the left hand towards the toe and then rotating in the wrist, bringing the elbow around the knee. The opposite hand is going around and then joining together, joining fingertips. Remember to use your strap. Okay, inhale, and as you exhale, you are bringing that shoulder down and towards your knee. Okay, so you want to have a nice, you want to eventually have the shoulders in a straight line and then folding forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, and as you exhale, you can come out of that. Okay, so of course that one is also a lot better when I can come around and adjust everybody. So that is one we'll be working on when all the social restrictions have been lifted. So I cannot wait for that. Okay, we're going to do one final forward fold. So sitting cross-legged, inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale as you are folding forwards, releasing tension in the neck. And then walking the hands back up. You can put your warm things on now. We'll do a bit of back therapy before we come into Shavasana. Okay, so put your warm things on and then lying down on your back. Your knees are up. The arms are alongside the body. As you are dropping the knees down to the right and look to the left. And swap. And swap. And swap. And then bringing the knees together, joining the knees and toe heeling the feet out to the outer edges of the mat, dropping the knees over to the right, look to the left. And swap. And swap. And swap. And swap. And then bringing the knees to the center, hugging the knees into the chest for a moment, and creating little circles using your lower back. And then in the opposite direction. And then bringing the feet out. You are stretching the feet out alongside you. Okay. And you want to have the arms lying next to the body. The palms are facing the ceiling. They're not close to the body. They're just next to it to allow some air coming to the armpits. And then you're going to gently close your eyes. Working into the toes and release. Working into the calves, the knees and the thighs and release. Working into your hips and the abdominals and release. Working into the chest area and release. Working into your fingertips and release. Working into your arms and the elbows, into the shoulders and release. The tongue is loosely in the mouth, the eyelids are gently closed, the eyes are loosely closed behind the eyelids, as you are feeling all the muscles in the face relaxing. On every exhalation, you are feeling the body slowly melting and relaxing into the mat.
May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light
Just slowly time to come to the here and the now. So you can start by bringing awareness back to the body, breathing a little bit deeper, bringing movements into the fingertips and the toes, having a stretch and a yawn if you need to, and then rolling over onto your right. Our reading for today: once you realize that the source of all the solutions you seek outside yourself is always present within you. And our positive affirmation for today: you don't always need a plan. Sometimes you just need to breathe, trust, let go, and see what happens. And with that, you can come to a seated position. Thank you for all joining me on the mat today, virtually. I hope you go into the rest of the day and the rest of the week feeling twisted in a good way. Namaste.